and good evening. Okay, I'm so glad you're interested in learning spelling rules for kids. Okay, today we are going to discuss about three spelling rules. Okay, which even a small kid, even 3-year-old or 4-year-old can easily understand these three spelling rules. That's what we are going to see today. Okay, what are spelling rules and where is it used? Okay, first we need to understand the concept of phonics. Okay, phonics is nothing but learning to read using sounds. After the child learns to read, the child understands the sounds in the word. Words come in pattern and the spellings also will follow along with that. So the phonics not only helps in reading, it helps in spelling and also helps in reading, it helps in writing, it also helps in spelling. So phonics is very, very important. The basic is very, very important. So child has to understand all the concepts of phonics. Then the child start understanding the spelling patterns. Okay. First, before I start, just type in the child's name and age. I can, customize this according to the child's age. Just type the child's name and age. Or if you could type the city name and age also, fine. Just in the chat box, just type the child's age, city and name. Okay, just type in the chat box the child's name, the child's age, and the city. Okay, Sastra is 5 years and she's from USA. Okay, so we can customize all these spelling rules according to a 5-year-old child. What about the others? What is the age of the child? Okay, Dhanush is 5 years old. He's from Bangalore. Darshini is 11 years old from Tamil Nadu. Okay, you can mention the city if possible. Okay, and Nikshit is 6 years old. He's from Hyderabad. So all the kids are between the age of 5 to 11 years. Okay, so this three spelling, Arielo. Okay, these three spelling rules are very, very easy and even a 4-year-old child can easily understand. Okay, so this phonics helps even 2-year-old to read. Okay, you can't imagine 2-year-old to read. This phonics is so simple and so much fun that even 2 years, 3 years, 4 years can learn to read. But the spelling will take a bit later to understand, like 4-year-old or 5-year-old. These simple rules you can make your child, understand. Once they understand, their, spelling mistakes will come down. Easy when you teach something with the concept, no? Easily it is reached. Okay, that is the concept. Okay, so let's quickly move on without wasting any time. Just give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, now you can see screen. Okay, so let's quickly learn the three spelling rules you can easily implement with your child. Okay. Okay, so we're going to follow Jolly Phonics method. Jolly Phonics is nothing but a system made in UK where this is the most easiest system to make a child read. Okay, and also teach spelling rules. Okay, there are something called Jolly Grammar, Jolly Creative Writing. Lots of things are there. But we are just going to see three simple spelling rules today, which is easily you can implement with your child. Okay. First thing first, understand if your child is able to do all of these. Okay. So if your child is able to differentiate the different sounds of Y. Okay, I have got something in my chat box. Your voice is low, unable to hear. Okay, is it low for everyone? Okay, I've increased the volume. Okay, hope it is clear for everyone, or else increase your volume. Maybe your volume is low. Okay, is it, or my volume is good? Just give me a thumbs up. Are you able to hear me? Just audible, good. Okay. Then, Yashas, you have to check your audio. Okay. Yes. Okay, just check whether your child is able to differentiate the different sounds of the digraphs. Okay. So these we teach in level 2. Okay, so these are the various digraphs kids have to know. Okay, if you want your child to spell better or read better. Okay, just check, just keep it as a, checking milestone, whether your child is able to read and implement all of these diagrams in their day-to-day life, because this is very important. Okay, so there are a lot of challenges for them. Okay, when it comes to reading or writing, even spelling, OY and OY both make the same sound. When to use OY, when to use OI, all comes under spelling rules. There are so many spelling rules. We can't teach everything for a 5-year-old, right? So important spelling rules today I have picked. 3 important spelling rules I have picked, which is easy to implement as a parent or caregiver. Okay, just give me a minute. Somebody's putting on screen. Okay, so I'll just share the most easiest, so it is not difficult for your child. Okay, so these are the spelling rules which are a little complicated. Once they know the phonical rule, they can learn all of these. It's very easy. Okay, first rule which we are going to learn is CVC spelling rule. What is CVC spelling rule? Okay, one thing you should understand that words come in pattern. Okay, vowels make 2 sounds. Okay, because long ago we know only A, E, I, O, U, right? A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. We don't know the short sound and long sound. Now you understand in Jolly Phonics that A makes the sound A, that is short sound. Okay, each letter has a sound. So vowels also have a sound. Okay, so we have given the vowels just not like, A, E, I, O, U. We teach them that vowels make 2 sounds. Okay, one is short, the other one is long. Okay, so what is CVC rule? Okay, so what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. The short vowel sounds are A, E, O, Okay, so CVC means consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, simple as that. CVC means consonant, vowel, consonant. What are consonants? Vowels you already know. A, E, I, O, U. It's on screen. The other alphabets, the 26 letter of the other alphabets like B, C, D are all called consonants. Okay, words come in pattern as I told you. Take for example, the word cat. Okay, in the word cat, you see C is a consonant, A is a vowel, and T is a consonant, right? So it is coming in the pattern C, that is consonant, V, C pattern. Okay, it is coming in this pattern. We need to make the child understand that C is a consonant by giving them various activities like marking the vowel with a circle and underlining the C, or you can play various games with that. First, we need to teach them the concept of consonant and vowels. Next, you should tell them introduce them to various CVC words. Okay, and ask them to mark those words. Okay, next, tell them that vowels make 2 sounds. When do the vowel make short sound? When will the vowel make long sound? Okay, you need to make them understand the first rule, most simple rule, that when words come in the pattern CVC, consonant in between one vowel and then consonant, like the word bat, cat, cap, all these are coming in the CVC pattern, then the vowel in between will say short sound. the vowel in between will say short sound. What are the short vowel sounds? A, E, O, A. Okay, vowels are saying the short sound. And in the word seed, okay, in the word seed, in the word boat, words are in the pattern CVVC. It's not in CVC pattern. Then it will say long sound. Simple as that. When words are in the form, only single vowel are there. Vowel is there in the word, that is CVC pattern. Then word will say, then the vowel will say short sound. When they come in the pattern C, that is two vowel, more than one vowel are there, then it will say long sound. Simple vowel rules. Okay, simple rule. Okay, you have to remember. This is the first rule every child should remember. Okay, so let's go to this is called CVC spelling rule. Okay, when words come in CVC pattern, vowel will say short sound. Okay, done. Okay, let's go to the another. Note it down and try it. And you're all in the groups. You can tell any doubts you have. Also, you can tell me. You can say that you have implemented these rules and it is highly effective. I'll be very happy. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so you see all of these sounds, right? All of these letters. S is a consonant, A is a vowel, T is a consonant. You have to first teach them the difference between consonant and vowel. That is the basic for any spelling rule. I is a vowel, P is a consonant, N is only 6-letter sounds. First you start teaching and tell them the difference between the consonant and vowels. Okay, so words, you see, combine two words and then make the third word. So it is like that. Okay, so that's different. That is about teaching. The next rule which I want you to note it down, which is easy, simple to teach even a 4-year-old child, is the C and K rule. Okay, this is the second spelling rule. Okay, C and K rule. Okay, I've got a chat. Font size. Okay. This is the maximum I can do. Maybe the writing. Okay, I will try to do that. Okay, so next rule is C or K rule. Kids get confused. Why? Because C makes the K sound. K is also making the K sound. Both are making the K sound. When to use C and when to use K. This is what the confusion is about. Okay. If you make them right, okay, if sometimes okay, if you make them write the word cat, sometimes they might write the word cat, right? Why? Because both are making the same sound. How will the child know the difference? How can we teach the difference? That is the question. Okay, if you ask them to write the word keg, okay, the word kite, okay, take for example the word kite. Okay, they will write CITE. How to make them understand? Okay, so these are the challenges most of the parents face, right? So for this, what we teachers do is, before teaching them the CK rule, okay, in level 2, what we do, we teach them a very simple rule. What is the simple rule? That C comes first and K comes last. Simple rule, teach them. C comes first, because before even they know the diagrams, before even they know the complicated rules or anything, you can simply teach. Just by teaching single letter words, you can start teaching all these rules. Okay, simply teach them. C comes first and K comes last. What does this mean? Okay, as soon as you say, see, even K is coming first. Why is she saying C comes first, K comes last? Okay, because 90 5% of the words, C is coming first and K is coming last. Like the words, okay, like the words, see, cat, like the word milk, okay, where K is coming at the last. Okay, so simple rule to teach a 3-year-old or 4-year-old is this one rule. I'll tell you the next when for other age kids like 5 years, 6 years or 10 years, you can teach the next. Okay, until 5 years, you can teach this simple rule. C comes first, 95% of the words. So you can tell them when you hear the curse sound at the beginning of the word, use C because 95% of the words are covered. Okay, and C never comes at the last. In words like plastic and music, C comes last, but there are only countable words. Okay, in English words, okay, C rarely comes at the end, and those are countable words which you can teach as a spelling, as a sight word, or different way. But for a 4-year-old to 5-year-old, even a 6-year-old, simple rule, basic 95% of the problem will be solved telling them that C comes first, K comes last. That is the first rule you can teach them before even teaching digraphs or magic key and all of those rules. Okay. So next rule about C and K, I'm going to teach for kids who are 5 plus. Okay, who can understand what's a vowel, how many vowels are there, who knows to count the vowel rules and all of those. Okay, next rule is he will come first. Okay, K sometimes comes first. You know when? When the second letter will be I or E. Look at the words in the screen. In the word cat, A is coming for, in the second letter, as a second letter. U is coming as a second letter. O is coming as a second letter. Then we put C. Okay. Easy way for them to understand is make them draw a cat. Tell them that if A, O or U comes as a second letter, you hear a K at the beginning, you use C. If you see I or E as a second letter, the first letter will be K. Okay, it will take some time for the child to understand this concept. So you need to give them various examples. Okay, and then make them draw a cat with eyes as A, O as nose, and U as mouth. So easily, if you teach through these, it will reach them. So give them various words. Ask them to underline the second letter and then put the first letter. If they see the second letter as A, O or U, they should put the curly curve, C. If they see E or Y, I or E, sometimes Y also, okay, then they should put K at the beginning of the word. This is C and K rule, which you can easily teach your 5-year-old to 10-year-old. Okay. But if kids are below 5-year-old, you can teach them, simply teach them 95% of the spelling rules will be solved. C comes first, K comes last. Okay. Yes. This is the second spelling rule. Okay. Let's see the next spelling rule. Okay, so give them various words. Ask them to segregate between C and K. Okay, after that is done, then we can teach K or CK. Okay, so this is the third rule, when to use K or when to use CK. Okay, now first we saw CVC. Very simple. You can teach your 4-year-old to say short sound. Okay, if they're confused between the short sound and long sound, you can teach them CVC. Second one, we saw either to put K or C at the beginning of the word. Okay, now we are going to see whether to put K or CK. I already told you C never comes at the end. So what are the other options for K? If you hear the word duck, K, C doesn't come at the end. What are my other options? Either to put K or CK. Okay. K or CK always comes at the end. CK always comes at the end, never comes at the beginning of the word. Okay, that is very important spelling rule, that CK never comes at the beginning of the word, always comes at the end of the word. Okay, so it is K or CK which is coming at the end if you hear the curse sound. But how to know whether it is a K or CK? Okay, that is the question. So let's see the word duck. 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 CK together is a digraph. Okay, so we read it duck. Okay, right after a short vowel, already I told you what's a short vowel, you make a. If you hear the k sound, you should put CK. Okay, take for example the word milk. Okay, right after the short vowel, there is a consonant. Then you hear the k sound. I is a short vowel. Then there is a consonant. And then there is a k sound. Then you should put K. Simple rule. Right after a short vowel, you should put CK. After a short vowel, if there is a consonant in between, then you have to put K. Got it? So you will learn 3 simple rules to implement with your child. Okay? So let's go back. Let me stop sharing. Just put down in the chat box, was it useful? So you could implement with your child. Was it useful? Or you already know these spelling rules? Just type down in the chat box. Just type down in the chat box if you already know these rules and you want to know more. Yes, was it easy? Do you think you could implement these 3 simple rules to clear their spelling mistakes? Do you think it will be helpful? There are more interesting spelling rules like magic key, lots of things. Yes, you need more, you need to teach them with more examples. Yes, you want to know more. I completely understand. Okay, before that, I would like to share, okay, about the reading program we have and the spelling program we have. Okay, so the name of the program is Raising Super Readers. Okay, and I welcome you. First, let me introduce myself. I'm a phonics and reading trainer. Montessori training I do curriculum planning. The most, thing which I do is phonics training for kids and teachers across Pan India. Okay, so thank you for joining today. Okay, so this the spelling rule which was taught today will be understood only if the child knows the phonic rules or reading scheme. This is the reading scheme. First, the child learns the letter sounds. The child knows the formation. Child learns how to blend the words, how to segment the word. This is the basic. This is when you can teach the simple rule, CVC rule, that is C comes first and K comes last. This is the scheme for to make them read. Which child is struggling to read, doesn't know the phonic rules, is simply by hearting all the words, is struggling to read even the question paper. First, we need to teach them to read. So this is the scheme for that. Okay, there are various spelling rules. Like you just said, there are various spelling rules. And the basic for that is child should know the phonical rules. Right? Child should be able to read. Then the child will understand the spelling rules in it. Right? The child is losing marks because the child is not able to spell well, not able to read well. I can completely understand you're worried about it. So the child has to go through a systematic pattern for the child to write better, speak better, and read better. First, child has to master the basic. Okay, single letter sounds. Along with that, few phonical rules. The blending happens in the level 1. Next, in level 2, they will learn digraphs. Okay, magic key and two vowels going together. All are other spelling rules that they will learn unknowingly along the path. And then they will be able to write and read their own sentences. And finally, they will reach their goal, that is writing without any spelling mistake, able to read without any grammatical or able to speak better without any grammatical errors. And be confident. Yes, once you have mastered reading, writing, and spelling, then the child becomes confident. That's what we want. That's what we aim for. So in level 1, they will learn the basic, okay, that is single letter sounds. They'll be able to read simple words and sentences. In level 2, they will learn 100 plus sounds, digraphs, trigraphs, long vowel sounds, alternative vowel sounds. All these basic spelling rules will be covered. Consonant blend, speed reading technique, and dictation, everything will be covered in level 2. Okay, so level 1, I just explained. So I am a phonic trainer across India. I train teachers across India and also students from various parts, even USA, Canada, Singapore, Malaysia. For everywhere, kids are joining for this 3-month fast track reading program. It is for kids from 4 to 12 years. Okay, these are the parent feedback after using and attending the live classes. They have given this parent feedback. Okay, with our materials. Our materials are highly effective. Okay, they are able to read complicated words also. Okay, you can make a child memorize 10 words, 50 words maximum, not more than that. Okay, so how many sentences or words a child can read? So any word given, the child should be able to read, right? Then only the child should be able to spell better and proceed, right? So these are the parent feedback, okay, genuinely given after class. So who can join this? Kids above the age of 4 to 12 years can join this program. It's a fast track 3 months program. Weekly, there's going to be three live classes taken by me. Okay, because we don't appoint any teachers, because only an experienced person knows how to make a child read in just 3 months. We will start from the basic. Both level 1 and level 2 will be covered. We'll start from the basic. Teach them to read simple words and sentences in just 1 month. In 3 months, they'll be able to read any phonical word given, and this also helps in spelling. And they will be able to read storybooks. Even level 5 storybooks they'll be able to read. Okay, paragraphs and sentences. We will be providing all the materials like workbook, worksheets, flashcards, and also recordings. Okay, so apart from the live classes are recorded and given to you in a website and app access. Apart from that, we'll be giving you daily 10 minutes practice videos where you can hear me say the sound and the child can repeat and practice. All this will be given to you along with the 3 live classes. Guidance will be provided to you. Writing will improve because we are going to give the child guidance how to properly hold the pencil, how to write, all of those. Okay, just we need a commitment. Okay, this is just like learning to ride a cycle. We need just 10 minutes a day, 10 to 15 minutes a day from the child and parent to practice whatever we teach in class, as well as use our recordings to make the child practice every day for the next 3 months. I want complete commitment. Then you can join this program. Okay, it's a 3 months. It's only for 3 months. In 3 months, you can make your child read. Okay, your father can teach, mother can teach, anybody. Just to follow a system and simply practice along with them. To spend 10 minutes a day. We'll guide you accordingly. Okay, just spend 10 to 15 minutes a day to make them a super reader. Okay, it's a 90 days challenge. That is 3 months reading challenge. At the end, the kids who are able to read better, who have put lots and lots of effort, who just followed whatever we have taught in these 3 months and are able to read, they will be getting awards. Okay, we also have an award ceremony at the end of 3 months. Your child will be eligible for that if the child puts in all the effort. Okay, you might have the question, what, my child is just 3.5. Can I join the program? Okay, we do have recorded program. Okay, guided recorded program. Okay, weekly once we'll be giving you guidance. We'll be giving you all the recordings, the materials required. You can simply implement from 2 to 5 years. You can simply implement with your child. You can message me. I can share details accordingly. Because this class timing is from 6 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will be 7 p.m. So it's going to be IST, Indian time. In case you are not in India, you're in US, or the time doesn't suit you, you can take the recorded class and the materials and simply implement with your child. Complete guidance will be given to you. 6 days training will be there for the parent. and then you can simply implement the system with your child. So the three things only is required. We will be providing to you the clarity, the confidence. You just need to be consistent. Follow this for the next 3 months to make your child a super reader. That's all required to make kids read. It's very simple because Jolly Phonics is multi-sensory. Okay, kids really enjoy the process. It's not going to be like a tuition or anything. Even though you send them directly to school, to a phonics center. We had a physical a phonics center. We are from Chennai, and we had a physical phonics center. There we used to take more than 6 months and 1 year to make children read. Now we are able to make the children read in just 3 months because we have improvised so much, and we get the support of parents also. And so with a lot of visuals and interesting aids, kids are able to read in just 3 months. Just put that effort and your child can read better. Okay, hope this session was helpful for you. In case you want to join, we are starting from March 5th. You want to join this 3 month fast track reading program, or you want to take our recorded guided classes for kids between the age of 2 to 5 years, or you are not in this country and you want to join, you can message me. I will share the details accordingly. So thank you for joining. Any doubts, anytime, you can message me in WhatsApp. Okay, my WhatsApp number, let me stop sharing. I'm going to put my WhatsApp number in the chat box in case you have joined from Instagram. My number is 7358336789. This is my WhatsApp number. Any doubts regarding this, you want worksheets for this, or you want to join my classes, you can just send a message in WhatsApp. I'll be 7358336789. I'll be able to help you. Okay, thanks a lot for joining today. We'll be having more informative sessions in future. Hope you join that too. Thank you so much.